All right, I want you to imagine something. You're walking down your street and there's a fine woman walking towards you. She's looking fine as hell. She's wearing her tights. You can see all her shape. And in your mind, you're like,
I want to have sex with her.
Your mind going freaking nuts. You don't even care about how she looked.
She is sexy though.
Because you weren't about hitting it. Think about what we go through on a daily basis. The minute we see a woman body structure, automatically, we can't even control ourselves. We can't even concentrate.
Well, how did you suppress the natural sexual drive?
We start thinking about hitting it. We cannot concentrate on what we're doing. It's like there's a force pulling us towards the woman body structure. Guys, in the last video, we talk about the limbic system. We talk about the amygdala. We're still in the limbic system, but this time we're going to talk about the hypothalamus.
Sexual drive resides in the hypothalamus.
Keep in mind, the whole thing, I'm picking up pieces and I'm telling you guys, I know they're very difficult to understand for sure. But guys, we're just going through the alphabets. We're learning the alphabets of human nature. And eventually we're going to start constructing proper sentences for us to speak the language of human behavior. You need to understand yourself. Like, you get what I mean? Think about it when you're around a woman, how you feel. Think about it. If you're interested in that woman, how you really feel. What's the first thing come to your mind? You're trying to get her into your bed to be inside of her. Why is that? It's the question, man. It's the good question you need to ask yourself. Why?
I can't control myself.
Guys, the hypothalamus is very, very powerful because you have designers. They structure clothes, especially women clothes, based on the hypothalamus or based on the limbic system because they know the minute you see a camel toe, you're not going to be able to control your mind anymore at all because the minute the hypothalamus notice the structure, it's going to shut down your frontal section. And remember in the last video where we talk about the frontal section control our decision-making part of the brain, and it's how we make good decision. It's how we're able to think and make good, clear, conscious decision. But if the limbic system or the emotional part of the brain hijacked the frontal section, you're not going to be able to make clear decision, man. You're not going to be able to make good decisions at all. And it's the reason when you're at the gym, you literally eyeballing a woman without even realizing that you actually staring at her too hard. You get what I mean, right? It's the reason they say sex sell. Anything they would put on the advertisement board, some sort of advertisement you will see, they base sex around it. Even music, love, sex, I miss you, I need you in my bed, kind of music title that always repeating itself. No matter what generation it is, it always the same exact thing because sex sell. Sex is a big thing. The hypothalamus always sending reproductive hormones. You see what I'm saying? So it's the reason you always feel the need to have sex. If you see a woman you're interested in, or you see she has a nice shape, or you feel like you can reproduce with her or whatnot, you automatically start drooling over her. The minute a woman enter your visual field, it will automatically evoke your hypothalamus right on the spot, automatically. And once that happens, you're going to march towards her and trying to get her number and trying to get her to go to your house straight up, or you'll probably even marry her. You see what I'm saying? It's the reason when you see women buy certain clothes. Think about it for a second, guys. Women love attention. We know that. We always say that, right? Women love attention. If they notice they bought a piece of clothes and that clothes able to give them a lot of attention, what do you think they're going to buy? They're going to buy the same type of clothes because they're getting that dopamine hit that they're searching for. They don't need to sleep with a guy to get it. They can get it through attention. You see what I'm saying? I hope you understand what I'm saying. So women behave a certain way to evoke your hypothalamus, to evoke your limbic system. And as we already know, Women, they're not a threat to us, so therefore our defense system gonna give them bypass to our mind very quick. A woman won't give you that at all. A woman limbic system would not give you a bypass just like that, because you're stronger, you're faster, and you can dominate her. So there's a reason why a woman, when you're staring, you don't say anything, she afraid because back to the amygdala, her amygdala gonna send chemicals into her system. You're in danger. You should run. There's a threat. There's a reason for that. You see what I'm saying? So to enter a woman's mind, she need to trust you, which means you have to bypass the amygdala. When it comes to a woman, however, she doesn't need to go through all of that because she's not a threat. So she's basically just poop, enters your mind just like that without any effort. We know that. And that's the reason, again, guys, you will see that if a woman approaches you, she said, oh, I want to go to your house or something like that. She doesn't even know you. You don't even know her. But you're like, oh, shit, she's going to give me some. Let's go. Just like that, without even thinking about any sort of consequences. Think about it for a second, guys. There's a reason everything happened, man. And you need to question why. The same way us men, we have hypothalamus. Women, they also have hypothalamus too. But guess what? You have to behave a certain way. If you're confident, you can evoke a woman hypothalamus. It doesn't matter how you look. No one cares about that. If you have self-control, you can definitely evoke a woman hypothalamus. The way you walk. Why do you think some guys, they'll put their chest up and they'll pretend like they're big, like they're macho and stuff like that? Because that kind of behavior can evoke a woman hypothalamus, and you can see results for yourself if you go to the gym because you're confident, you're walking like your body is in great shape basically, and therefore the way you walk, it shows that you're very confident, and woman hypothalamus will be evoked by that for sure. If anyone enters your visual field, believe me, if the person's confident, it's going to evoke your limbic system. If the person smiles, for instance, why do you think when people smile, we automatically tend to trust them, or we want to smile back or something like that, or we feel comfortable? It's because it literally stimulate or pacify the limbic system. We talk about that in the amygdala video. Our limbic system control our behavior. Think about when a woman interested in a man, the way she behaved, the way she would throw her hair or something like that, or she would play with her lips, or she would move her hip a certain way. Why? It's to stimulate your retina, not just your retina, to stimulate your hypothalamus. Because the minute any word, vision, whatever you can think of, anything that hit your senses can evoke the hypothalamus. So when that happens, man, you're going to spend your money. You're going to think you're in love. You're going to want to have sex. So many different things going to happen. You're going to start thinking about marriage. It's the reason you will see some couple, like some people, they will get into a relationship. They will get into bed. After a while, then the guy realized, like, damn, it's not the woman I met. What the hell happened to you? You changed all of a sudden. Come on, let's be real. You did not take your time to get to know that woman. You didn't even care about getting to know her. And I'm pretty sure you had a voice inside your head telling you could fix her problems. We're not going to lie to ourselves here, guys. We make dumb decision based on our sexual desire, and our sexual desire can send so many different thoughts into our mind to end up believing that they're actually true, but in reality they're really not. And it's the reason I always say your sexual desire can blind you from reality. Trust me, guys, your sexual desire, your sexual urges can literally interrupt your mind. And you won't be able to make clear decision, and you won't listen, you're going to have a whole movie inside of your head. And that's the reason, guys, I always go back to self-control, because the whole goal right now is to control the limbic system. If you're able to control your limbic system, you're going to be able to control your sexual urges. You're going to be able to control, buying unnecessary things. You're going to be able to control yourself. But to do that, you must understand why you behave the way you do. what I'm saying, there are a lot of forces around us. And if you don't try to control or at least try to understand your limbic structure, you will be making a lot of mistakes, 100%. And that's the reason you must understand them, because the limbic system control your body language, it control your mood, it control every single thing you can think of. Thoughts, emotion, and behavior. Self-control can help you. If you cannot control your sexual desire, if you cannot control yourself, you're not going to make it. Believe me, you're going to be in a whole lot of trouble because you're not going to be able to make great decisions, and women will manipulate you. You know, just the way they move alone will stimulate you, and you're not going to be able to make good, clean decisions. It's after a while, after you're already trapped, you'll realize, damn, I made a huge, huge mistake. And you won't be able to go back anymore. You won't be able to do anything about it. You're just going to live through the consequences. This is the reason, guys, you always got to aim to discipline yourself. You always aim to control your emotion, because the limbic system is your emotional brain. It can literally distort your reasoning brain. So you must get that under control and you'll be fine. Guaranteed. Or you'll find yourself in a porn site. You'll find yourself in a club chasing women. You're going to find yourself many different places. You forget about your life. You forget about your future. The only thing you're chasing is sex. So you must learn to control your sexual desire or it can destroy you. Guaranteed. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button for more great content. If you have anything to say, let it out in the comment section. See you next time. Ciao.